It's good, YouTube, back with another one. Back on this college football 26. Like I said, after that shaboing in the college football playoffs, like I said, I have turned it up. I have turned up the heat. You see me now going against Texas, #1 team on this game, and you're just gonna see how this one I locked in. So that South Carolina game really helped out a bunch. I locked in on defense. You know, I have took some losses. I want to say I only took like 3 losses possibly since that, like 3 losses. This was my freshman season. I'm in my sophomore season, so I'm just giving you highlights from my freshman season. So yeah, I'm going against Texas, and as you see, I got the ball. I love my plays, and this is one thing that I want to say about you guys. When it comes to your playbook, if you run the same plays over again, oh well, bro. If they can't stop it, they can't stop it. You see me, I'm in the same formation. I'm not fit to switch up my playbook to satisfy people. A lot of people love to want to message you and talk trash. I had one person do that to me when I played with them against LSU. As I see, I got the touchdown. Like I said, I love my tight ends and running backs. It came down to the wire, and I didn't record that game, but it came down to the wire, and I lost 29-31. He went down the field as I got this pick. Like I said, I'm locking in. I locked in on defense ever since that South Carolina game. But anyway, back to that LSU person. I played him, and it went down to the wire. I scored like with 1 minute left, 29-28, and I let him get off a stupid playmaker. And he went down the field, and he, hit the field goal. And then he messaged me talking about some loser, this is that, you ran the same play. Basically a sore winner. And it's just like, bro, that's my playbook. If that's my formation that I like to play in, why do people be so uptight when you really be like, yeah, I'm using the same play. Okay, if you use the same play, I know sometimes I be saying that like you're running the same thing, but at the same time, you gotta realize if that's your formation, you could do anything with your formation. You could send the tight end on this route, you could send the wide receiver on this route, you could send the running back on this route. So why do we as people be like you're running the same play? It don't make sense. But anyway, let's get back to the game. He was driving down the field, went up 14-zip on him, and he was getting some things, but like I said, I locked in on defense, and that's one thing they do have to change. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They have to change that. They have to change the, as I make him fumble on this one. I don't know why is you running with Arch Manning like he's like that, but they have to change that as well. When you play outstanding defense, there is no way that your D-line is not getting back there. I'm sorry, there is no way. It's just no way that your D-line is not getting back there. Like, on some real deal Holyfield, like, come on, bro. Nobody is sitting in the pocket that long. Nobody. I mean, I seen Jalen Hurts do it, but he had the best O-line in all of football. So, I would casually, dismiss that. I excuse that. But in college football, come on, now you got 18-year-olds going against 22-year-olds, 6-year pass rushers. They're not holding the block that long. And the fact that they held the block that long for him to get that playmaker off, even though he didn't score, is just annoying. As I dot him up right here. Like I said, I love my tight ends. I don't care if it's the same play. I don't care if it's the same formation. Do you. Don't let nobody ever tell you, if you're playing any type of game or any type of sports game, oh, you do the same stuff. If you can't stop it, you can't stop it, bro. If I'm doing the same thing and you have over 500 defensive adjustments and you can't stop it, I don't know what to tell you. You have over 500 to 1,000 defensive plays, bro. If you can't find a defense to stop it, can't complain. Can't. I'm sorry. I mean, I know I get into that too. Like, man, you running the same play, BS, yada yada yada. But if y'all can't stop it, then what does that make me look like? It makes me look sorry, right? So why complain? Anyway, he's in the 2-minute drill. I'm basically leaving those routes open because I don't want anything in the middle. So I'm not fit to cover the running back. I'm fit to try to handle this middle. That's my job. I'm using the linebacker, and I hate that play so much. I don't know why they play so off when it comes to that, but whatever. But yeah, you just have to learn how to play. You just have to learn how to adjust. You can't let nobody ever stir you off your game. I hate when somebody say you're running the same play. I'm not fit to run different plays to appease you so that you score on me, and then when you score on me, you gain confidence. I'm sorry. I don't know how he ran that in, but hey, 21-7. Now I'm in a 1-minute drill. See, I pass it to my tight end. He catches the ball, and I'm just going for broke. Nah, I didn't get the touchdown. I wish I did, but hey, went for broke. I'm getting in field goal range. This is all that matters. It's a chess match. I'm not trying to get a touchdown. I'm trying to get a field goal. That's all that matters to me, is a field goal. So I'm in field goal range. That's all that matters. Pass it to my running back. I pass it to my tight end. 53-yarder. Easy peasy. Got one of the best kickers in the game. Michigan do. So yeah, he can make those. That's all that matters. I learned to start taking field goals like Madden 22. I never used to go for field goals. I never cared about field goals. It's either touchdown or nothing. That's how I used to think, but now I'm starting to think more reasonable, more responsibly. So yeah, you got to take your points, because I have lost games where I didn't take my points and I end up losing and looking stupid. So yeah, we start off this third quarter. I don't know why I did that. I just had to show y'all. It was like four orange jerseys around there, and I threw it. But yeah, like I said, same formation, but I sent, instead of my tight end on the corner, I sent them in the post in the middle because that was open. And so yeah, like I said, people might say, oh, well, you're doing the same plays. Well, like I said, if you can't stop it, you can't complain about it. You feel me? You can't. As X is wide open again, dot him up, and that's a tutty. Simple. If you can't stop it, then don't complain. You gotta know how to stop it, bro. As Klein is doing whatever, he going crazy. Like I said, the tight ends are gonna always be open in this game, and the running backs are always gonna be open, because nobody pays attention to them as he try to do the hurry up. But yeah, nobody pays attention to him. I don't know why. We as, ball players, we just leave the running backs and tight ends open. Like, they can't make stuff happen. The tight ends are becoming more and more useful as the generations goes on. Same back in the day where you have a blocking tight end, they're just another O-line, and they'll catch a 2-yard pass for a first down or for a touchdown. No, we got tight ends that's literally going for over 1,000 yards in a season, thanks to Shannon Sharp. So yeah, and I left the middle open. I went to try to guard the running back, and I don't know. I always said I don't want to guard the underneath routes. I already got somebody right there, but it's just a competitor and be like, man, he finna make that read. So yeah, but yeah, he's down there at the goal line, and he almost got that. I don't know how he's so open. As you see, it's his own over there, but I do have more going into coverage, so maybe he don't have a great coverage, like a cornerback or a defensive back will, or even a linebacker. He's really a DN. So yeah, okay, 3rd and 10, he ain't get it. 4th and 8. Okay, let's go. He gotta make this, because if he don't, then that's game. You already know what's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm on that. He tries to throw it to him, but he drops the ball. And you already know what happens. GG's. You already know what happens. GG's. Can't take it no more. He dropped the ball. That was his last resort. So, hey. Now, we in the second game of this video. And I thought he caught it. I tried to fit it in there, thread it in there, but he dropped it. Like I said, I'm in my play. First time going against Oregon, I'm in my play. And at the end of the day, even though he dropped it, he still had a lick of room. If you can't guard it, don't be mad. Simple. And that should have been a touchdown, but he caught me. But like I said, if you can't guard that simple route, then you can't be, oh, you do the same play. Like, I hate when people say that. You sound like a baby when you say that. Like, shut up. Okay, we're in fourth down. Like I said, going for broke. I send 13 on the slant route, and there we go. Like I said, even though I'm in the same formation, I don't run the same play. I adjust. I audible. I put my people on different routes to see what fits better. That's what you have to do. That's what you do as a play caller. Yeah, it's the same formation, but that don't mean you run the same play. You could have thousands of plays in the same formation. You can have a flea flicker. You can have a play action pass. Just because you're in gun, just like I am, doesn't mean it's always going to be that. And shit, I thought it was about to be a game. Boy, running on me. I'm like, all right, let me lock in. That ain't happening no more. Boy, then went crazy. He got Oregon feeling good in the unis. Yeah, that ain't happening. And I see that. Boom. Yeah, that ain't happening, bro. He should have fumbled, but this game don't allow quarterbacks to fumble like that. Should have fumbled. So yeah, and give me that. I don't know what you thought was gonna happen, but okay, my ball. I don't know why you throw in the double coverage like I'm a bum, but let's get it popping. On the 2-yard line, like I said, my play. He didn't even, I had to show y'all because he didn't even finish falling to the ground. I had R1 open, so I could have threw it to R1 like I did right here. I didn't even see R1, but on the last one, R1 was open, so that could have been a touchdown. Not a touchdown, but at least close to the 40. Close to my 40, at least, if he would have picked up speed. But on this one, I send my tight end on a corner route. That wasn't his route. But I seen there was nobody over there, and I caught him sleeping. And look what I'm doing. I'm adjusting my wide receiver routes. Like, I'm just doing it to see what matchup is going to work best for me. To see where can I find an open man. So it's really not the same play. It's the same formation, but I'm adjusting people to how I'm adjusting them. Like that, triangle wide open. As he got smacked, but if you can't stop it, like I said, I'm gonna say this 1,000 times throughout this video. If you can't stop it, and I don't know why I ain't throw it to, oh boy, R1 was open. R1 was open. But anyway, I throw it to R1 here. Anyway, it's a chess match, y'all. Don't let nobody discourage you if you're running the same formation. Don't try to appease people by, fine, I'll go in this formation since you're crying about it. No. Because they want you to do that. They want you to get into a different formation because they can't stop that formation. So because they want you to get into a different formation, then that's giving them the comments like, yeah, alright, bet. He's not in that formation no more. Cool. So I can probably run a stunt blitz or a stunt defense to stop it. No. Stay in your whatchamacallit. And I don't know what he thought. I was just locking in on defense, y'all. Yeah, I'm rambling about same plays, but I'm locking in on defense. Locking in, as you see. But he left the tight end wide open. This coming back because this is a legal 4 pass. He crossed the line of scrimmage. So bring that back, cuz. Bring it back. Anyway, like I said, I'm just locking in on defense. Just locking in on defense. I left him open. I don't know why. I don't know why. What possessed me to leave him open to try to follow the tight end? But yeah, that was stupid of me. Should have been a pick, but hey, I don't know who 56 is, but he on every roster as a generator player, and he be going crazy. And this might be the end of the half. Couldn't get it there. Threw it to the student section. Anyway, halftime. Up 14. Like I said, ever since that South Carolina game, I have locked in. 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 As I was on that. Should have been a pick, but hey, on that. Like I said, locking in. He can have all that. As long as you, and as you see my stuff is intertwined, you see how the BS be going, which he got that. I learned to stop that by, if you're doing, you know, cornerback, you know, who do you want your cornerback to cover by size, speed, or overall? Yeah, as it was a legal man downfield. So that's coming back too. To stop that intertwining, I just leave it unbalanced. I'm not finna even try to even do anything with that, as that should have been a pick, but that's really a DN, so they ain't let him pick it. So yeah, locked in on here. Give me that. You're not just for to keep on throwing it. You don't know who to throw it to, and that's that. As he's gone. He's about to be up out of here. He couldn't take it no more. He just dashboarded. So anyway, yeah, that was my gangs. As you see, I'm in. This was the freshman division and things like that. Those was the freshman division. As you see the game history, I have been locking in. Look what I have been doing. It has been close games and stuff like that, but I've been locking in. And these are my sophomore results. I'm an upperclassman now. Got 6 wins, and I'm gonna be bringing you some more. Deuces.